Howdy, y'all, and welcome to the EEARSS Podcast, produced by Terrier TV here at Titusville High School. I am Frank. That's Bill. That's Cindy. What's happening, y'all? How's it going? What is new and exciting in the world of Bill and Cindy?
I don't know.
You were a little under the weather last time.
Asks that.
Yeah.
You were a little under the weather last time we talked.
Yeah.
So it's great to have you back at
fighting through it. Feel better.
85%.
Yeah, he sent it home to my house.
Yes.
Let's be honest. Once we hit our 40s, are we ever at 100% ever again? I don't think so. I haven't been at 100% in a long time. I like to mentally try to be there.
There's always something.
But physically,
Are
I
you
haven't been
talking
there in a
about
minute.
like aches and pains and all that stuff?
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, no. That's never happening again.
It was nice when it did happen.
Yeah.
When you have a pain-free day, it's pretty freaking cool.
When you could pop out of bed and just get right on with your day. No.
Yep. They wake me up at 2 o'clock in the morning now. I wake up and go, and then I meander to the truck.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There's some grunting.
I got a
usually
feeling
wasn't
there's
there.
more to that story.
There is.
Than he's telling us, you know.
There always is.
Yeah, it happens this time of the year not so often, but normally it happens at least once a week.
Because they need somebody to get a gator or something?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Yep.
And they wake you up at 2 in the morning?
Sometimes 1 o'clock in the morning, but yeah.
Can't you tell him the gator will wait? He'll be there in the morning. I promise you.
No, so usually if it's KSC, no, I go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. That's the way it works.
I got you.
I heard the most Titusville thing ever today. I heard a gator used as a landmark.
A gator uses a landmark.
Someone at
in
work was
reference
giving
to what?
directions, and she
Go
says,
to the second gator and take a left.
Yeah, basically, yes, right by the baby gator. And we were like a statue? Or no, the baby. What?
That's hilarious.
It's just always there.
It's always there,
It's
huh?
just there.
Okay, I see.
All right.
I have heard the crocodile used that way in Satellite Beach. I have people say, "Well, the canal the crocodile's in, you go there and it's the place across the road from it."
Okay.
Yeah.
What canal is the crocodile? Oh, you can't say that. Can't say that on the air.
Anybody that lives over there pretty much knows. So it's
I was going to
one
say,
of those
my
things.
parents live in
His
Satellite
cover's
Beach,
blown.
so.
Yeah, good times. It's cold.
Mm.
Yes, it
It's
is.
snowing in flippin' Florida. What the
Yes, it
what the
is.
double hockey stick is going on right now?
Snowing a lot.
Yeah, if I didn't have things going on today, I'm just being super honest with you guys. I'd have got in my truck and drove up there and played in the snow like a little kid. I'd have rolled around. There'd have been snow in my beard. It'd have been the greatest thing ever. It'd have been like an icicle. Maybe it would have fallen off. I'd have been okay with that, but I would have been all up in some snow.
The best part is I 100% know you'd be barefoot too.
I would. A couple toes would probably fall off.
Yeah. You'd start off barefoot, but trust me, you would not continue.
Those are my backup fingers. I've said that for years, so I can't really afford to lose any of those.
That's right. Yep.
Cindy.
You cause me great distress.
Yeah, well, I don't myself really. I don't distress about much. Are you guys ready to chat with our guest for today?
Yes, let's do it.
So today on the podcast, we are joined by Miss Heather Proffitt from the Women's Center of Brevard. How's it going? How are you doing?
So lovely. I actually live down the street from the crocodile in Satellite Beach.
Do you honestly?
I know exactly where that is.
Me and that
Heather's like,
crocodile-
yes, that is also my landmark.
Me and that crocodile have a very long history.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
so we have a pretty good relationship. You want to know his name?
Yes.
His name is, I call him Nosy
Oh.
because he's missing one of his nostrils.
That's rude.
Yeah, he only has one nostril because they have a nasal disc, and he's missing half of his nose because he got ran over by a car twice in the Keys when he was a little pup.
How do you know
How
that?
do you
Did
know
he
he was
tell
in the
you? Like
Keys?
what?
I know his entire history because
They have a history of
That's
him,
what I
yeah.
do. Yeah,
They keep track of him.
he is what I do for the state.
Interesting. Does
Yep.
he not eat the manatees in the area?
No, manatees bully everything. Manatees bully
What?
alligators and crocodiles.
I
Lies.
refuse to
Lies.
believe that.
No, it's true. 100% true.
Have you seen them in person? A manatee?
I saw one.
Yeah, like,
I saw one time when
make
I was
sure
younger.
we're both talking about manatees.
When I was younger, you know what they call them, manatees, right? As a kid, I was looking at one and we were talking, we have a conversation back and forth, and then he bit my finger off.
That's a lie. You
No
very
chance.
clearly.
No chance.
have
Well, you can see the
mercy.
other side of the story, dagnabbit. Okay, so anyhow, besides alligators and crocodiles in Satellite Beach, so Miss Heather, tell us what you do for a living and how you got into doing that.
I'm an advocate for manatees.
Well flippin' played.
Lies. I work with the Women's Center of Brevard. So I am the community relations manager for the Women's Center of Brevard, which means that I have the privilege of being able to share with the community what we're doing at the Women's Center. And I also have the opportunity to to do events and to raise money for us to continue to offer the services that we do over at the Women's Center.
Awesome. How did you get into doing this? Tell us a little bit about your journey into getting to that spot.
Okay, well, I started off as an educator, so this would be my homeland here, right where we are. Learned just to care for what was happening behind the scenes, aside from, you've got these students that you're looking at their faces and you're teaching them, right? You're mandated to teach them certain things, and it depends upon you to teach them and that they understand. However, knowing there are other things that are happening behind the scenes that are affecting their life in a much bigger way than math will. So just started to journey into a different side of community work, and eventually landed myself here with the Women's Center. I had done some fundraising for a local camp at Windshape Camp in Viera. My husband and I brought that camp to the community. We really wanted children of all demographics to be able to go all day long. So we started raising funds so that any student that wanted to come could come all day from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. for a week in the summer. We called it the best week ever. And so we fell in love with just the opportunity of being able to give the entirety of the week and everything that it offered in that type of area to anybody who wanted to come. And I fell in love with fundraising. I know that sounds super strange, but when you believe in what you are offering to the community, it's easy to say, do you know what we do? Let me tell you what we do, and you got to partner with us. And so when the opportunity came at the Women's Center, I literally ran and made them talk to me about it so that I could come and be a part of what they were doing. The Women's Center have been here 50 years. They're not brand new. They've done this for a very long time, and they're incredibly reputable, and the work they do is phenomenal. And so I love having the opportunity to just share what they do with anybody who listens or sometimes doesn't quite listen. I'm still going to keep talking and sharing about what they do.
For those that are listening that might not know, can you tell us a little bit about what the Women's Center does?
I would love to do that. Thank you so much for the slow pitch.
I don't know if I've ever heard of them.
So the Women's Center of Brevard, essentially we serve the sexual assault and domestic violence victims in all of Brevard County, the entire 72 miles. So we have service centers on the north side of the county, south side of the county, so people can come to our centers. They can call our hotline. Sometimes they come to us through law enforcement. And we are basically a one-stop shop. They help them from beginning to end. So we hold women's hands while they are in a rape exam, and we give them all of the comfort that they need and the tangible products that they need and things they need moving forward. But then we also see them through and make sure they have counseling. We give them those opportunities as well. But then we also serve the families that are coming to us that are in a violent situation and they need a safe place. And so we immediately give them that safe place and then continue to follow along the journey with them, giving them everything they need, not just for safety, not just for immediate safety, but also for full health and healing through their entire process.
There's some vital organizations in our country and our state and in our county, but I can't think of many more that are much more important than that. I can't think of. I mean, I can't place another nonprofit that's got a place that's so important to its local community than the Women's Center.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything.
Yeah. Well, I'm with you.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible stuff. So where'd you teach?
So I started teaching in downtown Fort Lauderdale.
Okay.
Yes. And I worked with special needs students.
God bless you.
Which was a variety. At the time when I started, that
awesome.
meant everything. That meant everything from gifted students to those who didn't have an IQ that would take them very far in life. So and everything. I had blind students and hard of hearing students, everything. I got everything that walked through my room. And I loved it. I loved every opportunity that I had in that space. And then slowly trickled my way moving through South Florida and then ending up here in Melbourne when we decided it was time to leave that area and come here.
As the job you have now, it sounds like you basically wear quite a few hats, where you're not only event planning, which we'll talk about here in a second, but you're fundraising. How do you think the world of teaching and dealing with a bunch of different personalities from kids has moved you into this position for fundraising and kind of built you up for it? Because there's got to be an interesting correlation there.
Sure. So I think, I hear people say all the time, at some point in their life, everybody should have to wait tables. Yeah.
I have heard this before.
Okay.
Yes, yeah.
I have a different take on it. It's close. Or work in a self-service gas station. I did that in summer.
Okay,
Opened
in
my
the
eyes
summer.
a lot.
Well, I would add to that. I think at some point, everybody needs to be a public school teacher. At some point. And it's not going to go well for everyone, but you need to have the experience. Just in the same way, it's not going to go well for everyone to wait tables, but you need to have the experience to see the genuine need that every student has, because they're all incredibly different, but also how much you have to bring to the table to then fill those needs. So coming into a space like this, I mean, if ever you want something done, hire a teacher. They wear more than 1,000 hats at any given time. So it's an easy transition to be able to sort of multitask and make sure you're filling all of the needs and then also seeing the need beyond the needs that are even being presented to you. It helps us as a teacher, as an educator, I can communicate with varying exceptionalities of adults because I've done it with students as well for a very long time, and just being able to share the things that maybe will captivate the attention of a specific learner, if you will. So it's been an easy transition, honestly. Stepping out of teaching into anything is easier.
So in the position you're at, you're helping the Women's Center basically identify needs and then find funds for them. And sometimes in doing that, you go, well, the best way to get those funds for that is to create an event. How do you guys create your ideas for events? And then how do you take it from an idea and make it into something?
Essentially, we close the door and write down insane ideas.
Is that pretty true?
Very
Yes.
like mad scientist whiteboard
Just
work.
say it all. Say it all.
There's candy involved, and we just keep going.
We are highly motivated by carbs.
And then we step out of the darkness of the room and go, okay, I think I have something. I think
Maybe
I
one of
have
those
it.
crazy ideas is something.
Correct. So the recent event that we did just at the end of last year, I was working with my partner as well, and we created a skydiving fundraiser.
Yeah, so I heard.
You
How
heard.
did that go?
It was amazing.
That's
It
awesome.
was wonderful.
Did you jump?
No. So unfortunately, I was in charge of the ground party.
Okay, I
so I
gotcha.
really needed to keep my feet on the ground for that one.
Maybe next year.
We'll see. Let's just see. So
We can work to get you covered for that. We can get somebody to take,
I'll talk to my boss.
There you go.
I'll see what she thinks.
I say I'll literally hang out with everybody if you want to go jump.
Appreciate
I'm
the
okay.
offer.
I'm okay with that idea. Yeah.
She is right now very much regretting coming here.
Backpedal. But it was a great way for the demographic that we were trying to make sure knew about the Women's Center. So generally those who are or more willing to give or who are practiced in philanthropy are going to be the older generations, right? They've been raised, they understand to continue to give. It's capturing the newer generation to tell them what we do, how important it is, how we serve, and to give to that cause. They like to be a part. They love to be a part of what it is. So we collected some local people in our community who helped raise the funds to elevate another woman out of the cycle of abuse. And as they elevated that woman, they jumped from a plane.
That is something else.
It was quite an exciting day.
How many did anybody from the Women's Center jump?
No, we threw the event.
You threw the event. Okay.
Correct.
I was just curious
No.
if anybody was interested in jumping, if anybody did.
Many were interested.
Cindy, why didn't you jump?
Now,
Bum,
how
bum,
long
bum.
have you known me? Has anything you have ever learned
Oh.
about me indicated
No,
I
you're-
want to throw myself out of a plane?
You're an adventurer. You went camping once.
I adventure on the ground where it is safe.
Oh Lord,
So
it hurts. It hurts.
Cindy
inside. It's
gives in
great.
different ways.
Thank you.
okay,
A lot of different ways.
because we could just you could write out.
I don't like where this is going at all.
Oh,
Well,
my
next
garage.
year or the
You.
end of this year, should the community raise $5,000,
Frank
Cindy would
can jump out
consider
of a-
jumping out of a
Cindy,
plane.
Cindy would consider it for 5,000. You heard that here.
Correct.
5,000.
These are
Cindy's
lies.
out of a plane.
Oh God.
It sounds like a pretty cool idea. $5,000, $5,000, but
Yeah.
So $5,000 is the amount it takes for a woman and her 2 children to be stabilized for 3 months.
Okay.
To just
Okay.
go into a safe home and to be stabilized for the first 3 months. That's where that number came from.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay.
that Whew, man, that's amazing. That's amazing. All right, so you're planning an event. You have the event planned. You have the idea. It's you stuck it to a wall. Everybody went, we're gonna do this. How do you take it from that and turn it into a real live, wonderful Pinocchio-like thing?
Pinocchio.
Yeah, because
Where-
Pinocchio
It's
was
a
an
real
idea, and he
boy.
turned into a
He's
real
a real
thing. Yeah.
boy.
Yeah.
I'm going to say magical. So
Yes,
I'm
there
just-
you go.
yeah.
Magical.
Or my
There you
mind,
go.
my mind was going there. I just couldn't quite, for some reason, make it come together.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
yes.
it is honestly, it is a lot of creativity. I am not the most crafty person, but I am creative in other ways as opposed to establishing events and creating these things out of thin air. Working with my partner, we brainstorm amazingly together, and it almost gets bigger and bigger every time we talk. So being able to then funnel it down to like, okay, what do we actually need? We're going to need a ground party, an air party, the DJ, and this, the sponsorship directions, and what do we really want our people to be aware of in the community? Well, how much it takes for one woman to be elevated out of the cycle of abuse for just a period of time, for a short period of time. It's not small, right? $5,000, like you said, is $5,000. That's just one. That is literally just one woman and her 2 children, which is a pretty common demographic for us. We served 3,000 people last year.
That adds up very fast.
Very, very fast. Yeah. So being able to bring to light the things that we do and quantifying that and sharing it with the community, and then being able to unfold the event in such a way where it shares all of those specifics so that everybody is aware of what we do, how much it costs, and how to come and be a part. It sort of filters itself down once you decide what information you want to share, how creative you want to be with it, and then putting it on paper and then writing it down and having people take part.
Jam up. So I know Bill and I have been part of an event you guys have done the past quite a while now. We've been a part of it the past couple of years, and there is a new version of that coming up this year. Tell us a little bit about that.
So for the past 12 years, we've done trivia here in the Titusville area, usually at the beginning of the year in the spring. So we're this year we are at the end of March 29th. That's the very last Saturday. And it is our gold party this year because it falls at the same month where we are celebrating our 50th anniversary of serving Brevard this year.
Amazing. 50 years. That is something flipping else. That's amazing. It's amazing.
Not short term.
Yeah.
They've been doing this a long time.
Yeah, there's a lot of work and a lot of people that went into making those 50 years happen for you guys, I'm sure. That's a lot of people, a lot of dedication.
Significant. So one of the things we're actually going to have at the event is kind of a walkthrough of our 50 years to be able to see the things that we've done from beginning inception, where we started to where we are now, is incredible to see our history in real life and in real timing. And I'm not sure if you've heard, but we've got a very special host for the trivia event this year.
Really?
He said that he was going to paint his beard gold for the event. We have that recorded.
You got a guy with a beard?
I heard talk of
Really?
bobbles, beard bobbles.
Beard bobble.
Yes.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, dear Lord. Yeah, I'm very blessed at you guys giving me the opportunity to do this. I've been wanting to help any way I possibly can, and if my voice being there and throwing out some weird terminology that people have no idea what it means or where it goes or what it has anything to do with works, I'm all about it. I will wreck people's minds.
There we go.
That's the new tagline for the
that's
event.
that's
I
a-
will wreck
people's minds.
And that's a guarantee.
I'll see if we can get some pins made.
You can
Oh, Lord.
take that to the bank.
So tell us more about this event. It's happening where, when, and what's you guys have a goal of what to raise?
We do. So essentially, this event really is one of our more signature fundraisers. This is obviously our 12th year, and historically, our goal has always been to raise $100,000. And that, as you know, like we just said, is a drop in the bucket.
Yeah.
To continue to offer the free services that we do. So our goal, as I said, is $100,000. We came very close to that last year. We would very much like to exceed that this year. So that is our first goal. Secondly, once you come into the event, obviously just sharing and partaking in the part that we are 50, being golden, dressing as your golden self. Once you get there, being able to see the events and the things that have taken place with our history there, but also to just trivia it up, to bring your very smartest friends with you to the event. We're selling tables of 8. You can also buy an individual ticket, and we'll kind of get people connected to where they need to be. Make sure you're at a smart table Maybe put that in your comment when you're purchasing your ticket. I am smart. We'll make sure we get you with the right people.
And then if you spell it correctly.
I was literally just fixing to say that. Yes.
Yeah, we'll
It's like
put
if you
on
can
it
smell
too.
smart. If you can smell it or say it, you're doing pretty
Yes,
good.
Then you're doing good.
Yeah. Then
Yeah.
if you can smell it and say it, you're doing pretty good. Yes.
Yeah.
Can you smell
spell
smart? What would smart smell like? There's trivia question number 1.
Sharpened pencils.
There's trivia question
There you
number
go.
1.
Or that
Old
that,
books.
Yeah, the way old books smell.
Yes.
Yes. Which is supposedly some kind of mold in them or something.
Oh no.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Because they're not allowed to use cleaners. Yeah, it's true.
So yeah, it smells smart,
Great.
but it may not be.
Okay, I did not know that. Pretty amazing. Where do people go to sign up for this event and to find more information about it?
Sure. They can go to womencenter.net, and the page for the event is on our actual website as well there.
And we will include that all in the notes for the show. What's the next event after that? You guys have another event planned for after that one?
We are hoping to bring Elevate Her back again this year.
What is that?
That is the skydiving.
Skydiving.
Oh, okay.
fundraiser.
That's
The one where-
Cindy's
No.
signature event.
the one where Frank will be skydiving.
My heart's had enough things going on.
Also, yes.
I don't think I need to get pushed out of a plane. I'm not opposed to the idea, but I just don't know that it's the best idea.
I've already done it.
Have you jumped, Bill?
Not for us.
Oh yeah.
Have you
No.
jumped? How long ago was
Yeah.
it you jumped?
Oh, I was like 18 or 19.
Yeah. Would you jump again?
Yeah, actually I would.
Would
Because
you
I
jump
never got to free fall. Because we did static line jumps. So we jumped from like 2,000 feet and your chute was open right away. You just, you
Oh,
hook
no.
in like they do in the
Oh,
Army,
no,
you hook in and you go out. So, yeah.
Do you want to do it again?
So, I never got to free fall. I kind of like to free fall.
But you still would have to tandem with Elevate
Yeah.
Her.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, that's what you Well, see, that's the way in the old days when I did it, you had to do static line jumps and then you worked your way up to free fall. Now with tandem jumping, yeah, you get to do that free fall. And that's the sensation. That's skydiving. I parachuted.
If I put together a fundraiser for you and
Yeah.
raise $5,000, will you do it?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay.
I do
All
it.
I will start a GoFundMe just for that.
I do it.
I will do it. Yep.
I do it. Yeah.
Yep. Whatever
Yeah.
whatever we make, we'll give it to the Women's Center. We can
There you
make
go.
we
You
can
know-
make $5,000 or more.
What was it? George H.W. Bush,
Uh-huh.
I think for his 80th birthday. That's what he did. He did a tandem jump. Yeah.
Hey, more
Yeah.
power to you.
Yeah, it was incredible.
I play with dangerous things all day, every day. You know,
Uh-huh.
I don't know that I want to go. I'm not worried about it. I just don't know that I really have a
It's-
desire to.
But okay, so you're focusing on the danger of it.
Well, I
Okay.
kind of like that kind of part
But-
of the world. Yeah.
But here's the thing. My second jump, my instructor said to me,
Your
you know,
second jump, you've jumped
you had
twice?
to do twice. Yeah, you had to do it twice. Because you paid for it. You paid for it twice. So I was
So
going
tell
to
us,
take it up.
tell us what the experience
He's
of jumping is
basically
like.
So-
a professional.
Right,
So
yeah.
you climb
He's got
out.
this.
You
He's gonna
climb
be
out on the
teaching.
wheel, and then you jump off.
You're
and then
standing on the
chute
wheel.
goes. Yeah, you have to. It's a
Like
it's
of the plane?
Yeah,
No.
you have
What
to
is
stand
wrong
up.
with you people?
But then my instructor said, "Listen, what I want you to do this time, when you jump, watch the plane. Keep your eyes on the plane, and watch the plane fly away."
So like do a front flip and look
No,
backward
no,
or
no.
something?
You just jump straight out and you look.
Oh, you're
in the
you're
plane.
looking toward the
Yeah,
plane.
you're looking toward
so
the
you're
front of the plane.
backwards.
No, you're forward. But when you jump, see the plane keeps going and you're going backwards. So anyway, but that experience, seeing the plane leave, was just really cool. Was just really cool. It's like I was standing there a second ago,
No.
and now it's flying away.
Pretty jam up.
I mean, so part of why we created that event in particular was that it was very much likened to somebody having to leave an abusive situation, right?
Right. Oh, yeah.
Jumping out,
Take that leap.
right?
Yeah.
It's dangerous to stay in a plane when the door is open,
Mm-hmm.
but
Yep.
you have a parachute, you have the Women's Center, you have the
Right.
support, you
This is
have
awesome.
what's coming.
Oh yeah.
You have to get out of the plane. And
Yep.
so once you take that leap, like you said, and you look, it was exhilarating, right? You
Mhm.
accomplished something amazing. The parachute caught you, and it was an amazing experience. And you watched the plane go away.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a very similar experience that we've heard continually shared from those who have been survivors and have also gone skydiving. We're actually finalizing the video right now from that event. We'll make sure we get it to you guys so you can
Oh, that'd be
see
so
the
cool.
similarities.
Yeah.
So when I saw this event last year, I was like, "Oh, that's cool. They're skydiving and they're fundraising skydiving." I didn't understand the correlation behind the whole thing you just described. It makes complete sense now.
There you go.
I didn't understand that.
So Frank's on board. He'll jump with me.
I mean, if he's going to start a fundraiser.
I'm going to fundraise for him. I'm not
He's
going to
gonna
fundraise for me.
fundraise.
But should
If
that
we raise-
fundraiser go high enough, Frank could
There we
also
go.
then theoretically
2 for 1.
jump.
If I could,
I mean,
or I'll let
there's
Bill
room
jump
for
twice.
so many on the plane.
Or I'll let
So
Bill jump
many.
twice.
We'll let him decide.
Yeah, I think you should go, Frank. It should be.
But then we were able to create trivia for people who wanted to keep their feet on the ground.
That's right. There
That's-
you go.
that's fair.
Support
That
the
is where you will
Women's
catch
Center.
me. At trivia.
I would really like to just dress in gold and support
That-
you that evening.
And then I will tell you, I have people that have come with my table, and the silent auction is what they love.
It's
Yes.
amazing. There are
They-
so many things.
They love that.
So this year we will continue to have the silent auction because we hear that repeatedly. What are you going to have? What's going to be there? We actually were brainstorming some of that today in the office. We've already got items collected. I'm taking up some of their space there, the Women's Center too,
Take
to
it.
hold on to it. But yeah, we've got more items that are going to be bulked together with just bigger packages and more exciting things. Maybe an adventure package you might even see there should you want to, I don't know, keep skydiving. We've got some things that are going to
Uh-huh.
look a little different this year inside the silent auction.
No, you might have a different adventure package too, now that I'm thinking about it.
I voluntold
There you
you
go.
for that already.
It's already
Yeah, yeah,
Surprise.
on my
Okay, yeah,
list
yeah.
of things to ask
All right,
you.
yeah, but, yeah, I'm perfectly fine with that.
Oh, wait.
Wait, what?
Heather, did you have a special surprise prepared for Frank?
I did. Well, first, Frank, I want to thank you very much for dressing up for this particular podcast and
I
just
know, you
showing
You
I
got
know.
a
Everyone-
suit and real shoes out of him.
what
Yeah.
That
you
is a
will
rare.
be
The
looking
suit's not so
at
rare,
for
but the shoes
trivia.
are definitely rare.
Which he did admit are his only pair of shoes.
I have a pair of boots. Yeah, I have rubber boots.
Rubber boots.
Rubber
I
boots.
wear
Rubber
them,
boots.
I wear
one
them
pair
around
of
all the
dress
time.
shoes.
Yeah, that's all the world needs, and flip flops. I have like
He-
3 pairs of flip flops,
He catches gators wearing flip flops
or barefoot.
and does not understand why that causes me distress.
I shouldn't. I know what I'm doing.
My 13-year-old currently only exists in a pair of slides.
What? Now, what are? I hear people talk about those. What are they?
I need to get you a pair
Yes.
because instead of it being a flip flop where the prong goes between your toe, it's a slide over, like you just slip your foot in and it goes over the top of your foot
Well, how do you back up with those?
slowly.
Yeah, see, flip flops, I can just curl my toes and back up.
Same idea, but his slides are in the shape of a shark.
Oh, amazing.
So they have fins and teeth at
Amazing.
the toes, and
pretty
that's
cool.
all he wears.
That's pretty
That
jam
is
up.
all he
I
wears, unless
understand.
it's football cleats. It's shark slides.
See, the kids I coach, they don't want to wear anything. They don't even want to wear their cleats. They want to wear, Crocs.
Oh,
And they're like,
in
"Can we put it
sports
in
mode."
sports mode, coach?" And I'm like, "What in the world does that even mean?" They puts this little thing up, and I'm like, "That's not
Yeah.
Holds in
no,
their heel.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
that's
yeah.
redunculousness, negative, negatory."
Okay, so Frank, I have something for you because as I've heard
Uh-oh.
of your fame and how much you know about, obviously, alligators.
Oh,
You
Lord.
are Frank, Alligator Robb, and because I know that you're going to be emceeing trivia and you are quite the professional at emceeing trivia, I thought it would be fun if maybe I could ask you a couple trivia questions about alligators.
Okay, by all means. Yeah,
Okay.
the pressure is on. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
we're just going to see maybe how great you really are.
You're gonna see what I'm
That's
made
all.
of. I respect that. Okay.
Okay, so starting with the first question.
Oh Lord.
Frank, whenever you want me to cut her mic, you just give me a nod, and it's
Okay.
gone.
All right, let me hold my tape while I'm doing this. Okay. Let me see.
Okay. Again, this is alligator themed.
I say,
So
do I start praying now or do I wait till later on? Okay.
you're going to want to do it the entire time.
I respect this. Okay, I love it.
Frank, what Florida theme park is famous for its alligator wrestling shows and has been in operation since 1949?
That would be Gatorland.
That would be Gatorland. Ding, 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 ding. Good job.
In the beautiful
So you
city
did
of Kissimmee.
fine. You did fine.
hmm No, I appreciate that. Okay, how about in the movie Peter Pan,
Mm-hmm.
what did the crocodile, who is often mistaken for an alligator, swallow that made him a constant menace to Captain Hook?
TikTok swallowed a watch or a large timepiece.
Yes.
I'll give you the points for that. An
Yeah.
alarm clock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah,
But he
Tik-
also took it the captain's hand.
He did. He took Captain Hook's
Eventually.
hand.
He had a
Eventually
taste
he
for
did.
him and was keep coming back.
The last Peter Pan made, where it was kind of like the live action one with the actual people in it, that TikTok's head is at the St. Augustine Alligator Farm on the wall as you walk in. It's like a
What?
it's like a 5 foot long crocodile head It's the animatronic head they made for
What?
that. It's pretty awesome.
That
yeah.
is pretty
Right
awesome.
as you walk in,
Excellent
yeah.
movie too.
Very, very much. Yeah. Good question.
How about what 1996 Adam Sandler comedy featured a scene where the main character claims that a gator took his hand?
Happy Gilmore.
Yes, Happy Gilmore.
Yes, indeed.
I thought I was going to stump you with some of these.
No, this is throwing me back. I did a thing for Business Insider where they flew me up to New York and we went over all these movies and I talked about them all. So
you
yeah,
critiqued them.
yeah, I did. I literally did. Yeah,
Critiqued
yeah.
Okay, how
It's a whole
about
thing. So I
Okay.
might not have known that before then, but I do now.
okay. In what beloved 1980s sitcom did the main character own a pet alligator named Elvis?
I feel like I should know this, but
I know this, I think.
80s sitcom. Alligator. Believe it or not, Elvis is a very common name for people to name alligators in
They're
their neighborhood.
alligators.
Yeah.
Okay.
Neighborhood alligators named Elvis are a very common thing.
Hmm.
I don't know. It's a show I didn't watch, obviously, because I have no idea. No memory of this. Do
Cindy,
you know,
want
Bill?
a shot at it?
Was it a Melissa Joan Hart show?
It was not.
Oh, then I don't know it.
Alligator, I have no idea.
Don't know.
Not something I ever saw.
80s. 80s.
80s would be set in Florida then.
It sure would.
So
80s sitcom.
Elvis.
Miami Vice.
It was Miami Vice.
Oh,
Never saw an
good
episode of it in my
job.
life.
Really?
What?
Never
You
seen it, but-
never saw. Well, that's right. You are a young pup. Yeah.
Yeah, never seen an episode of it in my life.
Quality television.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
I will look it up.
Okay,
I will look it
last
up.
one. Last one.
Okay.
So I mean, you've gotten all but one. I'm still incredibly impressed. I thought I was going to stump you on every one. In what classic arcade game do players navigate a character across a river while avoiding snapping alligators?
This was a very fun one of our families. We enjoyed very much. We used to play it all the time. Yeah, they take a little rope and you go across them, and it was called Pitfall.
It was called Pitfall.
I would not have known that.
No,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have known it either. It was a Robb family tradition.
It was. It was as a kid. Remember we had the original Atari, and that was one of the games we played. That one, played Pitfall, and you would play there's a little drag racing game. It was a lot of fun too. Or the little chips at the back of the Pitfall. I still have Pitfall at the house.
We
Literally
do too. We do too.
Do you really?
Wow.
Yes, we
Yeah.
have an old Atari
Yeah.
remake that we got in COVID.
Okay, awesome.
Okay, there you
Spent
go.
a good amount of time on it.
Nice.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Pitfall was the jam. That was a great game. Good question.
Listen, you've done an amazing job. I gotta tell you, I'm very impressed with how much alligator knowledge you actually have.
Well, they spent a whole day with me in studio harassing me about those movies. So that's if that one didn't stick in my head, there was something wrong. There was
Mhm.
definitely something wrong. Heather, thank you so much for being on here. Thank you for what you do. Good Lord, yeah, you do wear a lot of hats. You have a lot of things going on. Thank you for all you do for our community and the Women's Center for the community. And we look very much forward to seeing you on March 29th in Titusville.
In Titusville.
Or is that Mims?
Mims, actually.
Is it Mims?
Yeah, actually, it's
I say
Mims.
46 is where it changes,
Same
right?
thing.
Yeah,
It's-
yeah.
Same
thing.
Indian River Preserve.
Indian River Preserve, yes, indeed. What time does it start?
Starts at 6 p.m.
6 p.m. And they can go on womencenter.net to find out more about buying tickets and getting a table for them and their very intelligent friends
Of course.
to answer questions.
Yes.
Or you bring a bunch of people that aren't very smart and you just hit the bar and enjoy yourself.
that can also
That
be
is
done.
also an
Yeah,
option,
we're
yeah.
not opposed to that.
And do the silent auction.
Yes,
Yes.
because the silent auction is jam up.
It is.
It is jam up.
It is.
Heather, thank you a bunch for being here.
Thank you guys for having me.
Bill, Cindy,
Yes, sir.
and the book. It's done.
There we go.
This is
Yes, sir.
episode 1. This will be episode 130 when it's posted.
Okay,
Yeah, indeed.
if you say so.
130 flipping episodes.
It doesn't seem like it. No,
I know.
I think you're lying.
We
to
have
me.
too much fun doing this. I'm not kidding around. I can show it to you.
Okay.
Yeah, the one I posted today was 127.
You're assuming that I can count.
Well, I can show you a number where it says numbers of episodes
Okay,
posted.
There we go.
All right, you guys ready to end this?
Yep.
All right. Everybody, Cindy, you're giving me a stern look like something happened.
I am not.
Okay,
That is just my face frame.
It's just my.
God.
Oh, my garage.
Golly.
All right, y'all. Thank you for tuning in to the EEARSS podcast, produced by Terrier TV here at Titusville High School. It's been great hanging out with you and listening to you guys listening to us. I imagine it was probably great. I would like to think it was. You can find out more about EEARSS and the work we do over at EEARSS.org or EEARSS.com, or wait for it, Alligator Robb with 2Bs.com. They all go to the same place. It's pretty amazing. the work we're doing right now, we're doing cancer research with alligators here locally on the Space Coast. Interested in what we're doing? Again, go to the website, check it out, learn more about us. If you want to sponsor a program, we're always looking for sponsors for the EEARSS podcast. We're averaging between 35 and 5,500 listeners a week. So by all means, hit us up on email at ears.org@gmail.com, or maybe you have someone you might know or have heard of that you want to be on the EEARSS podcast. You're like, that person right there, be jam up for what you guys are doing. Drop us an email, tell us who they are, and maybe we find a way to have them sitting over here where Miss Heather's sitting at now. All right, thank you for tuning in, and we will catch you all next week. Bye-bye.